Hello, Vision Side 25 fam. Hope you're having a wonderful day. It is Wednesday. We're halfway through the week. I'm about to head out the door. I've got some friends that are coming by again. And let me hop on that. This is what the topic is. Sweet, sweet friends. I've actually been blessed with a whole bunch of new friends that I ever had in my life. They're really an answered prayer, truly angels, so to speak. And I did this a couple of weeks ago. I actually had a friend of mine. She's the only friend I have that I can really trust, like with my cars, with my house, the land, everything. So a couple of weeks ago, I was heading out of town. I was going to meet some friends, both male and female. We were going to go away from the area for the weekend. And I gave my sweet friend the access codes, the gates codes, the garage code. I gave her, I left a bunch of cash on the counter and a check just in case. And she has a very good career of her own, but I didn't want her to spend her money. So I was like, here's a bunch of cash if you need it. The fridge is stocked. She's going to stay here. These are the cameras. This is how to access those, if you need it. And so she was very happy to come stay at the place, rather, my place. And she's like, do you need anything? Is there anything you need done? I mean, I just want to sit there and eat your food. And I was like, eat all you need. The fridge is stocked. There's bowls of wine. You can have a glass of wine. Make yourself at home. And I said, the only thing I'm going to do when I get back is my car needs some service done. Like an oil change, I think it is, or whatever. And she's like, I'll do that. I'll take it. I said, all right, well, the keys are here, such and such. And, if you need the truck, it's there. Don't drive your truck. She's got a beautiful, I don't know what it is, women with diesel trucks. It's just the sexiest thing I've ever seen. So, yeah, anyway, so I said, well, take mine. It's if you need that, if you need to run around or whatever. But yeah, I was just gonna do that when I get back. And she's like, no, I'll take care of that. You take it to the same place over there in Brandon? I was like, yeah. And so anyway, so I went off with the friends on the trip, and we had a great time, male and females, respectfully staying in separate places. But it was so fun to get away from here, and I encourage you that if you've got a group of friends, as you're married or if you're engaged or whatever, get away for the weekend. It resets your mind. It resets the busy crazy from your work week. And it really sets you into a different place. You come back, you're like, yeah, we're coming back home to the same routine, but we have a restart, you know what I mean? And of course, I got back and I hugged my sweet friend. She's one of my best friends. I said, thank you so much. She said, got the oil change done, got you taken care of. I did eat such and such. I felt bad, so I went and replaced it. I was like, oh my gosh. I said, you're so funny. I said, I appreciate your friendship. You're a sweet, sweet woman. I really appreciate you. So anyway, she went back home, and she doesn't live far from here. Thank goodness. But when you've got somebody, when you've been through trauma, when somebody has put you through absolute hell for absolutely no reason whatsoever. This lady and I have talked before, and we've had interesting conversations here over coffee about somebody from my past, about why didn't she just leave it alone? Why didn't she just, she got what she wanted. She married the cheater. I'm like, I don't know. And I don't care. She's God's vengeance, and so is he, not mine, not ours. And I said, she's like, yeah, that's right. She's a Christian woman, by the way. But it's interesting, you have to have those friends. And I don't, like I said, I don't trust anybody anymore. And that's because of that person, that ex of mine. She has reset my brain in a different way because of her idiotic behavior. Disgusting betrayal. It resets a man's mind. And women, wives, I'm sure you're the same way. But for men, I think it hits a bit different. And I don't mean to say that rudely. You know me. I wouldn't do that to you guys. But I think at the same time that when you have somebody that you can trust with gate codes and garage codes and, they know where your cameras are. They know where to look. They know where the sensors are when they go off, that's what's going off here and there. They know that, you can trust them in your own home because of somebody's cray-cray behavior. And, anyway, I'm blessed to have her. She's a sweet, sweet lady. And, a little bit younger than, well, a few years younger than me, but very responsible, has a wonderful career. Just wonderful person to have in your life as a friend. And then the dear friends I went with are just as important. So anyway, having said that to say, have a blessed Wednesday. I love you. The Lord loves you. This is Ephesians 5:25 Ministries, and I hope you have a great day. We'll not be on here for a while. Going to be out of town. In fact, I'm going to be heading out of town this afternoon. So I will catch up with you next week sometime. All right. Love you all. Take care. Have a blessed one, everybody.